You were in charge of marketing Bud Light, a beer for basically poor white people. How would
Oh, wow. He came out of the gate swinging with that one. Wait, is Bud Light for poor white people? What the fuck? Wait, I thought it was just for poor people in general, or people that are trying to drink on a dime, Wow, Ben Shapiro.
would you, well, folks,
Ben Shapiro definitely not beating the fucking bi-coastal elitist allegations here.
let's say that you were in charge of marketing Bud Light, a beer for basically poor white people. How would you market that? Would you market that beer to, let's say, a bunch of millennial idiots who believe that men can become women? Well, if you are the marketing manager, the VP over at Bud Light, you're damn well right you would. Here are the rules. You can violate any rule you want so long as you are a Democrat. That's the way this works. And not only that, you will be subsidized and you will be sponsored if you buy into the radical agenda. And if you are
the radical agenda, dude, wow, this is, have you seen the companies that Republicans have boycotted and bankrupt? Yeah. I mean, they've destroyed all of these companies famously. And they will continue. It's terrifying. It's like so crazy that they keep destroying all of these pro-pride companies. I'm glad that they're doing this right before Gay Pride Month, which will be fucking unbearable, of course, where every corporation is like, oh my God, sis, we are so gay, okay? You don't even understand. We are so slay and we are so gay. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for Pride Month, where conservatives are just going to be having aneurysms left and fucking right.
member of the radical hierarchy of the agenda. So, as I've said, the trans man who shot up a Christian school, the narrative had to be in some way, and we will see when the manifesto inevitably comes out eventually, we will see that the narrative of quote unquote trans genocide, that it is a genocide against people when you say, no, you are actually a member of your own biological sex. Just spoiler alert, not a genocide. And when you say that often enough, a crazed fringe of people may go and commit acts of violence. So is it good that we have people who are subsidized by America's biggest corporations saying just that? Here's Dylan Mulvaney, a man who pretends that he is a woman, cosplays as a little girl for money, from January, suggesting that if young people don't have face-altering surgery, they might die, that actually it is a life-saving procedure, like a heart transplant or something, to shave down your jaw so you appear somewhat more feminine, although apparently you still have to shave a couple times a day to avoid the 5 o'clock shadow.
I have a flair for the dramatics, but it's so good, right? I'm so happy, and it's still me.
It makes me so, it makes me kind of laugh a little bit when Ben Shapiro is talking about someone having to shave multiple times a day to get rid of their 5 o'clock shadow, which I'm sure Dylan's like fucking joking about, but like regardless, Ben's ass is jealous, okay? He brought that up because he's like, some people have to shave some people have to shave multiple times a day to get rid of their 5 o'clock shadow. Unlike me, unfortunately, I'm a man, but I try to grow my beard out and nobody notices. The only people that notice it are people at the HasanAbi broadcast, and I fucking hate that.
Just a little bit softer of a version. And I just hope that all trans and non-binary people can get the gender-affirming resources that they need, because this is life-changing and sometimes life-saving.
Oh, crazy eyes. And then
it's literally true. What the fuck? It's just true. What she said is true. Yes, gender affirmation is a huge part of increasing trans survivability, but also not only that, but having people also having people who are also supportive of that in your life, in your immediate circle, is again life-saving, which is a fact that Ben Shapiro knows and routinely will advocate against, because he doesn't want the trans survival rate to increase. I mean, that's got to be the only reason. I mean, Ben has done more reading on trans existence than I could ever imagine, I could ever hope to do. He knows, when a trans person is like fucking sneezing at a funeral. Ben Shapiro knows about it and we'll talk about it. So you, Mr. Ben Shapiro, correctly gendered the shooter. Not surprising. They do that because they think that they're deliberately misgendering the shooter.
Dylan Mulvaney and Jeffrey March, together. So this is a quote unquote trans woman and a quote unquote non-binary person.
Hasan on the LGBTQ agenda. I'm getting the fuck out of here, said this guy. Okay. Brother, if you think that like me talking about how fucking dumb these pathetic conservatives are for fucking constantly and endlessly freaking the fuck out about a singular trans person doing a fucking ad campaign that was like a one-off, okay? And how this needs to be the main point of contention in society. If you think that I'm not going to make fun of that, I don't know what to tell you. These guys are fucking so silly. They're so pathetically unserious people, dude. You're losing your mind over an ad campaign, okay? An ad campaign made by a corporation that gives significantly more money to the Republican Party than they do to the Democratic Party. Come on now. Be serious. Be for fucking real, dog. It's so dumb.
Meaning two white men discussing what it's like to be a woman, which makes perfect sense.
Want to seem perfect. They want to make sense to cis people. Because sometimes when cis people are confused, they can be violent.
Very much so.
Oh.
And so we all feel like, well, I got to make sense. It's got to be in a row. It's got to be a narrative. It's got to have beginning, middle, and end. It's got to whatever. I can't set the movement back. Did you ever feel that way?
Oh my gosh, I felt like I've set the movement back many a time. I was actually non-binary before this experience of being a trans woman. And I felt guilty for then transitioning to
from they, them to
she, they. Yeah, I felt like I was taking power away from being non-binary and that it really is a gender identity that exists.
Did you ever stop to consider that you showed something beautiful?
You know who stopped to consider this person showed something beautiful? Nike. So, ladies out there who wear Nike gear, when you put on that Nike gear, is this what you look, feel, and act like? Is this, yeah, man. Here we go. This is sponsored athlete, Dylan Mulvaney. That is exactly what Dylan Mulvaney acted like when he was just a gay dude. Like, literally, we have tape from him on Ellen doing exactly the same kind of stuff as a gay dude. There's a video of him pretending to be a cheerleader when he was just a gay dude, doing exactly the same kind of stuff.
Why are you so mad? Like, I don't get it. I actually don't understand. Like, why are you so fucking mad? Yeah, she's doing like cringe shit as a part of this fucking ad campaign that she got with Nike. Who cares? I don't understand. I literally don't understand why this is so like anger inducing. You have to be such a gigantic fucking nerd to constantly cry about this shit. Oh my Lord.
It's just like, this is what women are looking for. Ladies, are you looking for,
Yeah, this is the funniest part about it. I'm on the left and also transgender and absolutely did not know Dylan Mulvaney existed until you started crying about her for 15 posts every single day. 100%. I see conservatives on the site complaining that the right made Dylan Mulvaney famous. That's a lazy take and not correct. The left selected Mulvaney as their new mascot for transgenderism. He was going to be famous no matter what we did. Is so stupid. No one fucking knows. I had no fucking clue who Dylan motherfucking Mulvaney was, man. I'm telling you. She was popping on TikTok, and you guys informed me about it. But, like, I had no fucking idea. I don't go on TikTok. I don't know anything. Here's the reality. Right-wing freaks know more about what's going on in the trans universe than fucking trans people do. Okay? They are more up to date with whatever the fuck is going on than most trans people do. Trans people just like living their lives, trying to survive. It's so stupid.
Are you looking for this this kind of sports bra to be worn this way? Is that what you're looking for, ladies? Because I what's the crowd here? Who are the people who are like, Dylan Mulvaney endorsed it? I'm in. I'm all in. If you own a business the last few years, then they kind of suck. The American Guard of Nature fruit.
Oh my God. Half of his fucking videos ads, bro.
That person does not, number one, no period, number two, Tampax. Dylan Mulvaney order. Well, as you'll recall, Nike women is like that. That's an absurd one. Dylan Mulvaney doesn't just have sponsorships from Nike women. Dylan Mulvaney has a sponsorship from Tampax. I'm not kidding, which I don't even know where Dylan Mulvaney would put the tampon because that person does not, number one, no period, number two, no vagina. So there are only a certain number of bodily orifices.
Wait, wasn't that literally a joke? Like, it was a meme, right? I thought it was like a joke or something. Like the ad campaign. Like, obviously, and Dylan was laughing about it too. I remember the first time right-wingers fucking lost their minds. About the first time I ever heard about Dylan Mulvaney was this. Did Tampax hire trans star Dylan Mulvaney to promote products? False. In a subsequent tweet, the user posted 2 images with the trans star writing, "The face of Tampax." The tweets together generated a lot of response from other Twitter users. Video gaming blog Spiel Times reported that there were people disappointed that Mulvaney was born male, was promoting female hygiene products. Thanks for getting in touch, the brand wrote in response. We can confirm that we do not have a sponsorship agreement with Dylan Mulvaney or Jeffrey Marsh. So they just fucking lied about it. I remember Dylan Mulvaney like joking about it. Also, of course, a video game blog was covering fake trans news. Huh. Interesting. Why does that happen?
In which Dylan Mulvaney can put a tampon. None of them are the one where ladies put the tampon. So there's that. But has a sponsorship deal nonetheless. And then it was Bud Light. Because when you think Bud Light, you know, a cheap, crappy beer for poor white people, then what you probably are thinking is we need a trans woman who was once in Book of Mormon as a gay man to be the face of that. That's what Bud Light. So for all of us who are sort of puzzled about the marketing strategy on that, the good news is that we now have an answer on the marketing strategy. The vice president of Bud Light is a person named Alyssa Heinerscheid. And she was asked about this. And she has an answer as to how the marketing strategy at Bud Light has changed.
I had a really clear job to do when I took.
Bro, the way Ben Shapiro is talking about this is so funny. He sounds like a Hillary Clinton staffer. Bud Light is for poor white people. Disgusting. It's like, just say it's piss beer. You don't have to fucking be like shitting on the people that are drinking it. They already know it sucks, okay? How are you like kind of defending the poor white people here while also sometimes shitting on them? Also, no, Bud Light is for everybody, from the fucking the fratty dudes all the way to like people who just want to get drunk for cheap. Okay? That's it. Bud Light isn't bad. I mean, that's not true. It sucks. It's piss. Bud Heavy, I will have from time to time. Bud Light is piss.
Took over Bud Light, and it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like, we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men.
I mean, here's the reality also. The real alcoholics, i.e. me, know that the cheapest way to fucking get absolutely blasted is by getting a fucking plastic handle, okay? That's it. Like, if you want to get fucked up on the, you know, if you want to be getting fucked up on a budget, you got to get one of those fucking plastic ass handles, okay? That's it. Yeah, bottom shelf. Bud Light is for Bud Light or Natty Light or PBR or Yinglings. This type of shit is basically for people who want to drink for an extended period of time, you know, when they're day drinking or something, or, you know, you just want to keep it going and have a light buzz. If you want to be absolutely fucking eviscerated, if you want to get blasted, well, you got to go with a fucking plastic handle. That's it. The thing she isn't going to mention, the millions they spent on market research before doing this campaign, is correct. Exactly. We're similar in age. You're a part of the OG Loco gen. Admit it. Oh yeah, I got fucking blasted off of Four Locos. Yeah, back when he used to kill people. What do you mean? I of course. Oh God, this just fucking. Oh God, stop. Never bring this in my chat ever again. Oh, MD 2020. Oh no, the Mad Dog. No, we don't even talk about that, okay? Let's talk about beers. Let's get back to fucking beers. Let's never talk about Mad Dog ever again. Okay, let's continue. Let's just keep watching what Ben is saying.
Okay, so
a man who like probably never fucking drank a beer in his life, for the record.
In 1941, there was a thinker, conservative thinker named James Burnham, and he wrote a book called The Managerial Revolution. His basic idea was that institutions, businesses, they get taken over by a quote-unquote managerial elite. These are people who are utterly disconnected from the market. They're utterly disconnected from the actual stockholders of the corporation. They're a self-supporting bureaucracy whose main...
No, they're not, you fucking idiot. Like, it's so stupid, bro. It's so dumb. No, they fucking do cost-benefit analysis on everything, you asshole. You literally think Bud Light is, like, staking their fucking reputation and their bottom line and their revenue on, like, going out to bat for fucking trans people? You absolute idiot. You're so fucking brain dead. No, they already looked this up. They know that, like, this kind of reaction is going to bait outrage. They know that people are going to fucking lose their minds on the right. Some people, maybe as a counter to that, on the left, liberals are gonna go and like consume the beer more. But ultimately, people just don't care. Most people don't care. The idea that this is going to move the needle for Bud Light in a negative direction is so dumb. And even if it did, who gives a fuck? Like, even if it did, who gives a fuck? Who gives a single shred of a fuck? Why do you care? Are you Mr. Light? Are you Mr. Bud? Are you Mr. Bush? In this conversation, we never hear, other than myself, I have yet to hear a single right-wing conservative be like, guys, this is not a big deal. Who gives a fuck? They're still dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars in the conservative campaigns. Like, they're so dumb.
Idea is keep yourself in business. And the way you keep yourself in business is by promoting bizarrely insular ideas that are mirrored by the rest of the managerial elite. That's what you're watching right there. This is a person who went to Harvard and Wharton, I believe, is the story with this
So did
Alyssa
you!
Heinerscheid.
So
Trying
did
to market
you!
a cheap beer to poor people.
You went to UCLA and Harvard! Bro. You are literally the managerial elite, dude. You speak to the managerial elite. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, bro. You literally went to fucking Harvard. This is so stupid. This is my job. This is all calculated scientifically through data, demographics. It's not random. Ben Shapiro and these right-wing idiots are misinformed to think that conservative cowboys are somehow the majority of Bud's business. I know. It's like they saw one fucking ad targeted towards them and thought, oh, Bud Light actually cares about me, because they're fucking stupid. Okay? That's the point. They saw one fucking cowboy ad and then they were like, yeah, hell yeah, brother. Bud Light makes me feel a patriotic type of way. They care about me. They must fucking hate trans people. It's like, no, they're a corporation. They don't care. They just love money. Okay? If the queer community is making a lot of money for them, if they have a lot of purchasing power, they're going to target the queer community. That's it. You're so dumb. To try and move away from like the reality in this way, to basically be like, these guys are actually the fucking brave freedom fighter PMC that are doing this out of the kindness of their hearts, is literally part of the marketing campaign. The irony here is that you are still engaging in doing marketing for Bud Light by giving them literal earned media. The marketing campaign is to make Bud Light look like they give a fuck about gay people. So when you, as a Republican, cover this story and say Bud Light cares about gay people, it's really fucked up, you are doing the marketing for them, you fucking dumbass. So thank you for the millions of dollars of brand lift of earned media that you just gave Bud Light. You're so stupid. But of course I'll cover it because I love how stupid conservatives are.
And her take is, what we need is trans people marketing beer. This is not a smart person. This is a stupid person. This is a stupid idea. The way that you market a beer to poor people is not by, slapping them in the face about their own lifestyles and values. But apparently it is, because this is the thing. Our corporate bosses have decided that they need to change the audience. The audience is bad. The market is bad. It's made up of bad people with bad principles. And so it is their job to teach and educate the audience, and then they can sell to the audience that they themselves have educated and changed. It's really insulting, and everybody who feels insulted by Nike and Bud Light for doing this sort of stuff should take their business elsewhere. Okay, we're going to continue now with some of your questions in the mailbag. Plus, I got to get
It's so stupid. Anyway, let's watch this.
Did you know that Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch partnered with Glad in 1998 to celebrate Pride? Yes, in 1998. Did you know on June 26, 2013, less than 10 years ago, when same-sex couples could have their marriages federally recognized, Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch put out this ad? It's almost as if Budweiser and Anheuser-Busch have been supporting the LGBTQ plus community.
It's like, again, this is the other side of it. Liberals also playing along with it, okay? It's beer. Gay people drink beer, just like straight people do. Gay people have disposable income. They want that disposable income. That's it. They run ads with the yee-yee-ass cowboys in the South, and they run ads like this in the Northeast and in the, bi-coastal elitist liberal safe havens. That's it. It's so fucking stupid to make anything else out of this. Like, Coors Light, surprisingly, by the way, has done even a bit more than Bud Light, which is why I think it's so strange that they're all moving the Coors. But like, if I'm not mistaken, they've like literally funded like studies that defend gay people and shit. So like, the irony is that they are, one, still absolutely a part of the oligopoly, so they dominate the field regardless. And two, all these people are going like, oh yeah, I'm switching over to Coors Light. Don't realize that like Coors Light is also, again, super fucking gay. Bud Light has been the default cheap beer at gay bars since 1977 when labor unions and LGBT groups organized a boycott of Coors to protest Coors' practice of forcing employees to take polygraph tests that included questions about their sexual orientation. Coors also then turned around and literally worked to stop this kind of negative attention and have been like, since the 80s, have been like pretty famously advocating for gay rights as well. So like, again, it's a fucking company. Of course they did. They got the nows and they were like, oh fuck, we're losing like actual market share. So they chose the fucking, defend it. Which, by the way, doesn't matter because they're still dumping funds to the RNC. Just like AB InBev is. Yeah, look at this shit. They always do this.
Into some of the polling data with regard to President.
This really goes to your point about the neoliberal method of control. One of your best takes. Yes. People just fucking think that this goes to my point about like boycotts. Okay. It also goes to my boycott point. It's just like, these are unchangeable forces that guide us. The system is designed to make you feel like you have a say when you actually don't. That's it.
President Trump. We'll get into that momentarily. Become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click the link in the description and join us.
Fucking idiot.